Good evening and welcome back to the channel on what is a beautiful night in the Bay Area. And we got the 718, we got the 987. We're going to compare the two. And we also got Trin way out there. There she is right there. All right, let's get started. So the biggest difference between these two cars, besides the looks, is the engines. Now the Porsche 987 sports a Boxster engine that has 6 cylinders in it, and it's mid-engine. So the mid-engine part and the Boxster engine thing is still the same, but the biggest difference now is that this one only rocks a 4-cylinder engine, but with turbo. So that also makes for a different sound note for the two cars, whereas this one has that traditional Porsche sound, and this one over here has more of what people describe as like a Subaru WRX sound. But I myself, I actually really like the sound of this car. When you put this one in sport mode, it's so obvious the difference when you press that button, whereas the 987 really doesn't make a difference when you do it, other than the performance. They both make a difference in performance when you hit that sports button, but not with the sound, and we'll check that out right now. Now we'll talk more about the designs of the two vehicles. Porsche is known more for evolution than revolution. So if you look at the overall shapes of the cars and the placement of the vents, the way the tail lights and the headlights look, you're pretty much getting not a dramatic change. And especially if you've seen the cars in between this one, which was actually not cars, it'd be the 981, which is between this car and the 987. You'll see it that it gradually changed to what is now the 718. So here we are. Here's a good look at the front of the vehicle of the 987, and you'll notice obviously the two headlights and the fog lights and your grills for your radiators, which is 2 of them. And now here's a good look at the front of this Porsche. Again, the 2 headlights, the 2 fog lights, and the 2 vents for the radiators as well. If you take a look at the side profiles, you'll notice that here we have a vent on each side of the vehicles. Again, with the same theme, you got a vent on each side of the vehicle. Now, each side of these vents don't actually do the same thing. You would think they were both just to let air inside, but a fun fact about these cars is that one side of the vehicle lets in air, whereas the other side of the vehicle, it actually blows air out. Now, I think it actually might be the other way around. Let's see. No, this one sucks it in, the other side blows it out. Yeah, so basically that's what it's like. The Porsche Boxster, the biggest thing about it compared to other Porsches is the mid-engine. So you'll have the engine right in the middle of the car to give it some great weight balance. Same with the 987. And in the back you'll have a trunk, and in the front you'll have what they call a frunk. Now if you have a vehicle like a 911 where all you have is a front trunk, you wouldn't then refer to it as a frunk. The only time you refer to it as a frunk is when you already have a trunk. So a 911 having an engine in the back, and this being the only spot for it to have some kind of cargo space, then it's only known as a trunk. But because we have already a trunk on this one. Now we also have our fronts as well, and I'll show you that right now. Go ahead and open this. A little messy, but this is your front. This is where most of you guys will have your engines at, not this car. And again, another cargo space. You have your trunk, where a 911 would have its engine, not this car. There you go again. In the new one, you have your front. And normal cars have their engines. And if you go around the back, you have your trunk, where your 911 would have an engine. Yep. Very unique to the Boxster. Now let's talk about the interior. Now this is a beautiful interior. Not many changes. If you think of the overall look of the car, it's just the materials that they used are way more updated. The steering wheel looks a lot newer, cleaner. The vents still sort of in the same placement. The keyhole still in the same place. And where you would have your screen, your radio, all that center console, things are pretty identical to the old look. But again, all updated. You have your 3 screen right here, except this one is an actual screen, whereas on the other one it's just not. And you got your touch screen radio. Won't go too much into details, but if you look at the layout, it's actually not that much different. It's just all updated. Again, if you look at this, same thing. If you look at the air vents, it's all kind of like in the same place, same layout. You got your 3 screens, except there's no actual screen. You got your typical radio where that would go. Your center console kind of goes flat instead of sliding. I have the chronometer on mine. The other one doesn't. But that's usually a package deal. But yeah, again, just sort of like an overall like evolution versus revolution. The key is still on this side, and yeah, pretty cool. Again, it's pretty unique to the overall look. If you go in the rear, you got your dual exhaust right in the middle. As you do with the 987, the exhaust right there in the middle. Your brake tail light, your wing. Again, your brake tail light and your wing just pops right out. But yeah, not too much detail, but just wanted to go and give you guys, just wanted to give you all an overall comparison of the 2 Porsche Boxsters, the 987 and the 718. On my next video, I'll go a little bit more into detail about this car right here. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the little comparison. I think now, kind of take some photos of these beautiful machines. Alright, so we're back at the house, and yeah, it was pretty fun taking out the 2 cars and doing a comparison in a nice area other than just here in the garage. We got tomorrow, what I'll be doing is I'll be taking the 718 and doing more of a thorough review on that before I had to bring it back to end the Toro rental with it. So yeah, if you liked the video, please give that a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you know someone who's into cars or motorcycles that might like these videos, go ahead and share the videos with them. Thanks again for watching. Later.